Hello everyone, it's Juile B for 101.7 The One in the beautiful Benmiller Inn. And we're going to eat here with Chef Tim getting a wonderful dish ready for us. It's a brand new dish that hasn't even made it to the menu yet, but it will be soon. So we're going to give it a try for all of you to let you know how delicious it is when you eat here at the Benmiller Inn.
My name is Chef Tim, and I'm the executive chef at Benmiller Inn, and I'm going to do a dish called from the south of France called Cassoulet. I have these duck legs. They're king cole duck legs. They're from Ontario. I do start by using sea salt, and this is kind of a brining method the night before. And I'll put all this stuff, these duck legs in here like this, along with some bay leaves and then some fresh thyme. And I mean, you can use dried thyme, but I like to use as fresh as I can. And then basically you take this dish over here and you just kind of marry the salts and the stuff all together, make sure it gets a good coating. Then I wrap it for the night. Goes in its own fat, which we render here. We buy in the fat and we render it down, and then we cook the duck legs for 4.5 hours. At 225 degrees until it completely falls off the bone. At that stage, I start this stock with a little bit of olive oil. I have some chicken that's left over from other things that we do here, so I use it. We have a piece of prosciutto, and this is a cured ham that we also put into this dish as well. And I like to sear this as much as possible to get as much fond on the bottom of the pot as I can. The good thing about this dish is that a lot of this stuff is cured in salts and stuff, so you don't really have to season it a whole lot. Then we use some Metzger sausage, because this is really just a stock end, so most of this stuff I'm not really using in the dish. A little bit after it comes out of the stock. And then I'm going to add in, at this stage, the mirepoix. Cut it into bite-sized pieces because I'm not going to use this in the dish. I'm just using it to flavor the stock for the beans. So any size is good. If you were going to use it, then you might want to cut it into a matignon of mirepoix, which is an edible mirepoix. And then you can reuse this stuff in your dish as well. It's really advisable to wash your vegetables really good though. Especially the leeks. The leeks have a lot of sand inside them, so you definitely want to make sure that these are nice and clean. I add garlic in whole, like so, 3 or 4 pieces, some bay leaves. You can already see how it's going to taste amazing. Thyme. I stir this around. So we have a chicken stock here, or a turkey stock. A little bit of carrot. I also have a few black peppercorns. And this will take about anywhere from a good hour. Generally, I just put enough liquid in just to cover everything. So I take it right to the top. And once it reaches almost to the boiling, I roll the heat back so that it just simmers for a long time. I'm just going to take the stock off, start straining stuff through this strainer. So the next process is actually baking the beans. So I use an assortment of beans. I use chickpeas, I use kidney beans, I use white beans. So then I put these beans in here. And all this lovely stuff that came out of the stock goes right in here like this. Then you add this stock to the beans. And we're going to put this in the oven. So we're going to add this stew. Can't really go wrong with all that in there. And then to top this dish off, I have these duck legs. These are the ones. And then they go right on top, just like that. Then I put this in the oven And it doesn't take long for this to cook.
Looks and smells delicious. So I guess it's time to eat here. It's juicy and delicious.
Yeah.
Mmm. Oh, this is so good. And this is a brand new item for your menu.
It's a brand new item, yeah.
It's delicious.
It's winter, it's a comfort food.
Well, you know, Benmiller Inn is beautiful any time of year, but in the fall, now, like you said, the comfort food sort of thing kicking in, and so not only is it beautiful here, but it's always delicious here too. And some sausage, Metzger's sausage, pork belly also.
Pork belly from Metzger's as well. Yep.
This is just so many different things happening at once, and I'm no connoisseur, but I mean, there's the delicious sausage, and of course with all of the various meats and things that have gone into it, the salt and the fat and just everything melding together with the beans and the vegetables and all the other seasonings. It's delicious. We'll have to try some of the duck. And so yeah, you say crispy skin.
Yeah, I mean that's I think that kind of people like that type of.
Oh yeah, I'm not opposed.
The crispiness as opposed to that.
I'm certainly not opposed to eating the skin on a delicious meal when it's made intentionally to be eaten.
I think anything like this, chicken, duck, anything needs to have that nice crisp crunch to it.
Wow, that is so good. A fabulous, delicious meal at the Benmiller Inn. You should definitely come and eat here. We want to say thank you to Chef Tim and to everyone here at the Benmiller Inn for having us once again. I'm Julie B for 101.7 The One. Come to the Benmiller Inn. Eat here.